friends now. Sir. Sir. You know that respect now. Wow. Now you know that anytime my friends call me, great uncle for us, great bros for us, great uncle, great daddy. You know that, yes, there is a difference. I sense the difference, and I mean, we've only gone for one family function since we got married. Although we've gone for other friends, but now the respect is there. No, this weekend now, his younger brother's daughter got married. Of course, everybody, oh, that's Uncle Gift's wife. They'll come, they'll greet. How are you? It is sweet. It is sweet, you know. It is, you know, there is a difference. There's generally a difference, and even he himself too. He also is experiencing a difference where before, and he'll come and say it himself, where before there's brother gift, nobody will come again. But now, because they didn't expect the kind of wife. I don't know, maybe they were thinking he would marry a much younger woman or something, but he said he knew what he wanted. He wanted somebody they can talk to and the reason alike. And I remember the day that I was being escorted in, he said to one person, this one I come from Lagos, he go fit stay for here. And I said, I'll be worried picking. Yes, sir. And then my friends, I just must talk about my friends. You know, the wedding day, I don't know, you only saw the BBC Pigeon and Fred's, my brother said, they said, because Fred had put that thing out and he put the Zoom invitation, because it was my church that organized it, over 120 people logged on from different parts of the world. We had people from all over Nigeria, we had people from America, Canada, Scotland, and the UK. And my friends, God bless them. My friend is like, okay, you are not the only one who has waited for this all your life. We too, we have waited for it. And we're going to give you something grand. My bridal train is still the talk of the town today. Immediately my bridal train stepped out. All of them grandmas. The oldest in my bridal train is 68 with 12 grandchildren. Yes. Immediately they stepped out, atmosphere change. And as we had, I don't know whether you know the Hebrew Gardens, Louis Solomon Close, on the waterfront. And on the waterfront, you have Louis Solomon Close, Hebrew. They have gardens there that they use for events. And the way they decorate the ambience. And on the waterfront, there were some ships, but the ambience. And my choir, the church, they are calling it a fairy tale wedding. But when these women came out, they changed the atmosphere of this place. So that's why I was telling you that my friends now, they're solid, but they wanted to give. If you see their dressing, if you see that's the first time I saw they call fascinator. If you see this, if you see what they did. So I just want to thank God that they came out for me. So no longer am I bothered that women my age are mocking me. Women my age now are the ones who supported me. They supported me. So they were telling me, say, you're not the only one who has been waiting. We've been waiting too. We're standing for you. Well done. Okay, let's welcome Mr. Ben. Pastor Ben.
All right. Thank you so much.
So, hey, it's time to bring Pastor Ben on the scene. We would like to hear from him. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pastor Ben in the house. Pastor Ben, I'm greeting you very well.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You know why we're hailing you?
No.
We're hailing you because some of those skills we were doing on Facebook, some of these young boys don't even know it.
Actually, it was one of those young boys, young pastors.
Oh, so you have somebody coaching you. Hey, you see? I needed something.
The trick actually. He said I could go through Messenger to
okay, wait. So you were talking to somebody
that there's this woman I've seen, or what? I said, how did you?
Well, he's one of our pastors, and from time to time we meet in my house.
Okay.
And when we meet, most times we pray.
Okay.
We find ourselves praying. And so one of the things we prayed about was the idea of my getting married.
Okay.
And the truth is that I lost my wife in 2011. And between 2011 and this year, to tell you the truth, one or two other ladies have come across my path. For some reason, which I can't explain, these moves or these courtship never ended up well.
Oh.
In actual fact, there was one in which it was even a pastor too. Oh. And it ended up in a very funny way.
But what? So these people, are they also, like, how old are they? What age range are they?
Yeah, they're relatively young, but not too young.
Give me a bracket.
Young. Between the ages of 40-something to 50-something.
And they're still having problem?
They were not yet married, but for some reasons, it never worked out.
I find that interesting. So is that they have problem? They can be troublesome too at that age, you know, because our assumption is that when people reach a certain age, they are more mellow, they are more gentle. They don't have.
That's
it's like you. I mean,
that's actually what it's supposed to be, but I can't explain why it never worked the way I wanted. And when it went that way, I started praying in a particular way. I love reading Joyce Meyer's books. And there was something which Joyce Meyer said concerning the husband. She said, the husband said or made up his mind to marry a woman that has challenges, or whose life is peculiar, or who had peculiar challenges, you know, growing up or concluding or making up her mind to get married. And so I said, well, this time around, I would want to marry a woman who equally has one kind of challenge or the other. So we started those moves, you know, and let me tell you something. I think marriage is divine.
Yes.
It is of God.
Yes.
There are three things which I think, or I want to say strongly, are divine. When you are born, when you get married, and when you die. You know, there was a church program we attended. I saw this thing and I said, wow, God is awesome. There was this message, when God steps in. Unfortunately, I didn't read my Bible, when God steps in. And as the pastor was ministering this year, I was writing down, I'll get married, I'll get settled, I'll meet my partner.
Wow.
And I wrote everything down. And when I meet my suitor, I'll get settled this year.
Wow.
And like I said, often I didn't bring my Bible. You'll have seen everything. You know.
Okay, so you and this pastor, younger pastor, were always meeting. Yes. So you told him that you've seen somebody you like, or how did it happen?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Tell him when you saw me my DP. That's what you told me about my DP.
About you?
My picture.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but before we get to that, so wait, so you saw this person on Facebook. So you told your friend, and your pastor friend was saying you should be writing the comments on her page, or you were the one just writing comments?
No. I never told them that I saw her, you know, through the Facebook. Okay. But that was between me and her.
Okay. I'm saying now this is your friend that told you to do Messenger and all these things.
Okay, no, that was before I met her.
Oh, okay.
Before I met her.
Okay.
That's the funny thing. Before I met her, he said, Pastor, Daddy, do you know that you can communicate with some of those ladies you really like, you fall in love with on Facebook through Messenger? Wow. And I have been admiring, there's this particular thing which she took, where she took a certain posture.
You liked it. No, but so how did you even know her? How did you even ever see her on Facebook?
You know, normally on Facebook you see there are
mutual friends.
Mutual friends.
So people have some mutual friends.
Yes, mutual friends, and she was one of these.
So you just stumbled on her picture.
On her picture, and I loved it. Wow. There was one particular one. So many people love that.
There's all these pictures, you have to insert them.
They were always commenting.
I'll find the particular picture. Because my profile picture has changed now.
Yes, we'll find that one. We must find it. Okay, so
that was it.
Okay. So
I fell in love with her.
Why did you not think she was married? Why did you not think?
Yes, there was this. That was one of the things she didn't talk about. When I now made up my mind that one can get married to this lady or this beautiful lady, and I told her, with style, I spoke in tongues, so to speak. I said, I hope you're not somebody's wife. Or no, because I knew.
So I don't want to step on somebody's toes. Somebody don't want to find somebody's toes.
So, these things you are doing, they are the recent things boys are using in town. So how you know it is what I'm talking about. Because that's what people say, I don't want your wife to come and kill me. They're asking that is their wife. I don't want your girlfriend to break my head. What they're asking is that is their girlfriend. So these things, you are on a very high level of operation.
I was actually.
You see, the Holy Ghost has a way of bridging.
I think there's another thing that I think God is a master strategist.
Yes.
When God has built up his mind that your time has come or your partner has come, nothing in this world. For example, she gave an example. She said something that we're supposed to meet in Abraka. And my phone that contained her phone number, everything, sensitive, was stolen. But funny enough, she had told me before then that they were meeting in Abraka. So it was easy for us to meet again. So the period on which she couldn't get across to me was the period when the phone was stolen from me.
Wow.
All I just did was to just quietly take her by surprise.
Wow.
And to the glory of God.
Pastor.
There's another thing again. It's not as if I was meeting other women.
Yeah.
I was actually. I made up my mind that not just anybody.
Yes.
Her pictures on Facebook, and something told me that this woman has a lot to offer.
Wow.
And so I zeroed in on that. This relationship must be tied up, must be concluded.
Pastor Ben, I have a very serious question to ask you. Okay. Very important. Were you a bad man when you were young? You look like you were on the streets when you were young. You look like wait. Don't put him under pressure.
No. Before he answer that question, let me tell you one thing. When during our when we finished the reception, so when we're dancing, we were dancing. So there's this particular 30 seconds shot of us dancing, and my friends, every time they always put it on our platform. They say, Mena, say this Sakbogene dance. The man beat you for the dance. Another one now said, Kai sure say passed on a club man before.
I'm telling you, no.
Because he's
even now, at almost 70, you have to be watching him. Keep close eyes on him. He's too on the street, at this age, and as a pastor. No.
Okay, so. Answer.
Well,
it's okay.
To say the truth,
yes.
As a younger person, I started life early.
No, we can confirm it. As a fellow member, I can confirm that you were a patron of our club. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Because I can see the flexibility of thought, even at this age. It's still sharper than even a lot of young men out there today. So I can tell. Definitely. Okay, so you saw her picture. Yes. You began to talk. Okay, so you said, I hope she's not somebody's husband. That's where you stopped.
Somebody's wife.
Somebody's wife, Jerry. Yes. So So tell me how things now evolved.
Yes, when I said, I hope you're not somebody's wife, and that someone will pick up a cutlass or gun and come after me. There's a word she used, and I now relaxed.
Look, I think I told you that. In fact, I'm actually waiting for him. Whenever he comes, let me know that I'm waiting for the husband. I'm waiting for the husband. So whenever he comes, if he sees him before me, he should let me know. I'm waiting for the husband.
And then every other thing which she has said.
So as you began to talk to her, you now knew you liked her.
Yes.
And you felt, okay, I wanted to marry this woman.
Yes.
Wow. So, but were you scared that she might not accept you? Were you worried?
Oh, yes. I was actually scared. I was. In short, friends were telling me that this woman, she's in Lagos, so she will never come to Warri. And Otokutu, which is, it's supposed to be a village, but it's not a village, almost as good as any other. It's not a village again.
There's no longer a village.
It's no longer a village.
She
won't come. She won't come. Surprisingly enough, when I told her, from our discussion, she was ready to come over. So it actually took me by surprise. Yes. Wow. So that's why there was something which you said. I said, I'm a dreamer, which is actually true. As a creative person, we dream a lot. I dream a lot. One of the things that actually kept me going for the 10 years, during which I had no steady partner. I was either writing or reading or just playing with thought and then keeping busy. Someone kept me really occupied for those 10 years. But there were moments when I felt like crying. But I remember there were certain words which thoughts which I wrote down somewhere. As I grow older, Lord, make me more beautiful within and without. You know, I had this kind of, and then books that I read encouraged me and kept me going. And then, you know, God, above all, the Almighty God gave me some kind of peace. That when I eventually settled down, because one of the things I kept on praying, that Lord, whenever I meet my partner, let me find deep inner fulfillment. Let me find peace in her. Let her also find peace relating with me. So I think prayers, like I said, there was a program which I attended. So when God steps in, and now, you know, as the guy was ministering, there were like gaps. I'll put my partner. I'll get settled. I'll finally get settled. And I was surprised that everything.
Okay, but your wife passed what year?
2011.
So this is 2020. This is about 10 years.
Yes, 10 years.
But at what point did you feel immediately that you would like to remarry, or did it happen later?
Oh, right from the beginning. My intention actually was to get married in less than 2 years after her passing on. So? But I just found that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And maybe one reason, like I said, why I never felt was I was too close to my books and writing, reading and writing. But when it got to this year, 2021, something inside me said, I must settle down this year. I will meet my partner.
We're going to pray the same prayer for all those that are watching, because this is Christmas period. I'm going to pray for this kind of miracle for anybody that is watching, that is really ready to get married. So we're going to ask God to step in.
Yes.
We're going to ask God to step in. Okay, so, but why did you feel you wanted to remarry?
I need company. I felt the absence of a woman in my life, especially when I go to the market. Sometimes I go to the market to buy things. And I see the way women gaze at me. Some talk to my face. You know, for some reason or the other, you see them, they walk close to you as if they want to push you down. And you know that this woman either wants you to start something. You know, Tokuto is not a very big place.
Oh, okay.
And those things, that's enough. It touched. Oftentimes I felt bad. Sometimes they'll say things to my hearing.
Wow.
You know,
Excuse me.
saying that, this one had this. You understand? So I said, don't. But somehow God gave me confidence, gave me peace of mind, that I'll eventually meet my partner. And when I meet my partner, I'll find peace, and I'll be fulfilled.
Wow.
And that's what has actually happened to the glory of God.
Yes, yes. So, but how did you feel on the wedding day?
I don't know the words to use, but wonderful.
Wow.
I felt awesome.
Can I tell you something he did on the wedding day? In fact, I think somebody mentioned it yesterday. Somebody who was watching. This man danced during the praise worship. I was busy dancing. I don't know why he just suddenly came, knelt down in front of me and grabbed me like this.
Wow.
And then put his hands up to God.
Wow.
And then he got up and then continued dancing. Because I had told the church choir, I'm a Niger Delta woman. Give me correct vibes.
Yes.
Oh, my church. My church.
What church is that?
It's called Unity Hill Chapel.
Okay, where?
We currently we're using the Campbell Center.
In Lagos.
Lagos Island, opposite Lagos Island Maternity. They call the Campbell Center, Bell Center. Even though we now have our own place, but that's where we're using. They came and they were wonderful. This man danced.
Did people do traditional wedding?
Yes.
So
They did the same day.
Same day.
The same day.
In Lagos.
Yeah, the way they do it in Lagos now.
Yes.
In the morning you do
Everything,
traditional, everything.
So how was that? Was it colored? Did you wear your native attire?
Yes.
We did.
Wow.
We had to.
I'll find. I think
Put
I'll
clips, yes,
I'll find photographs. I'll send Joy some of those photographs.
Who like it?
I'll send some. Though it was a beautiful.
But was it large attendance in terms of physical? I know there were people online, but
Yes. Well, to a certain degree, it wasn't that large, but because it had rained, and of course we wanted a small crowd because, excuse me, because of COVID.
yes.
Because of COVID, we didn't want a large crowd. In fact, many of my friends I had didn't get, and then because it rained and there was hold up everywhere, but I think it was the people that God wanted to be there were there that day.
But did you people do honeymoon?
We haven't done it all.
Not done. Because I'm busy doing one thing or the other.
We have to arrange something for you guys.
We want to.
We'll arrange something for you guys.
Please, we want to go to Jos because our friends have invited us to come to Jos.
We'll arrange something. We'll do some honeymoon. We have to do honeymoon after this kind of wedding. We're leaving. There must be honeymoon. So yes, we'll organize something. Even if it's not, it might even be outside Nigeria, but we'll plan. We'll plan something.
Wow.
Organize something. You guys must do something. Yes,
Wow.
We'll have to do
Thank
something.
you. Yeah.
Do some honeymoon.
Thank you.
But how has married? You've married for 2 months. I know it doesn't feel like a lot.
I don't know that you should allow me to talk.
Okay,
Yes,
talk
stop
now. Might be
We're
Ghana.
married for about 2 months now, but it's like 5 years.
That's the same way I feel too. In fact, you know the
We're married for
interesting
2
thing.
months. It's like 5 years.
Okay, we got married on the 9th. He had to come back to Warri immediately. So I waited for a week. So that meant, okay, we got married on 9 plus 17. So I got to Warri on the 15th and I was welcoming. And then something happened before the following week. Now I said, shoo. It never reached 1 week since I married you. But it seemed to me like I had, I'm a Warri person. It's honest to God. It seemed like I had been married forever. And at times I have to sort of pull myself up by the stirrup to say, okay, no, we got married 9th October. That means we'll be married 2 months. But it seems like we'll be married forever.
4 or 5 years forever.
Honest to
that's
God.
the right word.
So it has been peaceful. It has been nice. This 2
It has
months.
been wonderful.
We have our arguments and everything, but
We always reconcile. Maybe we have a lot of experience behind us.
But what kind of arguments do you have at 70 years old? What arguments are people having? Yes, what are you?
I think it's natural and normal for people.
Give me an example.
It could be the time to have to sleep or.
Okay. Let me give one. Let me give one example. The day before we're going to, travel, we wanted to make I wanted to make sandwiches and then clean the kitchen, and then he was supposed to make boil water for us to bath. But this, my guy, in fact, I envy him. He just sit down like this, he don't sleep. So we had finished packing, and then he said, I let him go and put water so that we'll bath. So I went to the kitchen to wash the dishes and make the sandwiches that will carry all the way. And this guy he don't light out. So I now came, you see they sleeping in the water? Go down now. I said, shoo. No, sorry. That's what he did. Sorry. And then he got up to go and make the water. So it's just things like that. But you see, one thing about, this is one of the benefits of marrying a man who's been on his own for so long. Because household things naturally come to him. So like, even when maybe I've gone to market, I come back, I've cooked, we've eaten, and he'll just clear the dishes. I'm going to do the dishes. Wow. Yes, he clears up and does the dishes. There are times the kitchen, he'll just look at me, he'll just go into the kitchen, he'll do the dishes. Wow. That's what, maybe it's because he's...
Is he betting you are a new one?
No, I don't think so.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Wow!
There's this saying that marriage is not meant for children, but for adults, matured minds. Children will have problems settling down in marriage, but adults, it's a different ball game. Like they say in is it adult education? That adults are more prepared to learn. The adult is much more prepared to learn.
So, okay, this one I'm sure people want to know this one. I'm not asking for myself, but people want to know. So, are you people? Men are looking at me somehow. Why do you not want to ask?
I'm a woman. I treat you, and as I see you, so this man.
No, but I know people want to ask.
Okay, what man? Okay.
So people want to know rather. So, but are people planning to? Do you have dreams of having your own children? Do you think it can still happen?
Well, oftentimes the story of Sarah comes into my mind for some reason which I can't explain. So anything will happen.
Anything happen, and then almost everybody from day one. In fact, when they escorted me on to Rubomen, in 9 months we they come. In fact, they say, hey, what did the picture when you don't again? Okay, now boy, 9 they come now. Every person. Somebody said, one of my friends, my friend's younger sister came all the way from London for the wedding. He said, Auntie, one of my friends say he had the prophecy, one thing, you go born. My friend again, who is currently she's outside the country, or they say, Mena, you go born. No, I don't get the dream. You go born. Everybody go, you go born. You go. Well, who am I? If the Lord says so.
You do desire.
I desire, yes, I desire.
You want to bleed first from the first journey where you don't come.
They're not be smart. Not like that. I wish there was a way it could happen. I actually desire it, but
Sarah.
Yes, Sarah did it.
We can believe God.
Yes, we can believe God.
We're in a miracle season.
Yeah, we are in a miracle season.
So if God can do this first miracle,
this is a miracle.
It's
a miracle. It is a miracle. It's a miracle, and I'm glad the way it happened that we really didn't wait or one thing. And I tell you something again. There are so many testimonies that are bound from this thing, especially for my brother Fred. Fred said that out of the blues, he was listening to a podcast or something, and the person and whoever was talking was saying that your sister or somebody want to come and give you good news. And in less than 2 weeks, I called him. He said he was in the East. I said, what did they do? He said, I want to marry you. Fred scatter. Yes, that is it. He went because he said he had written it down on that particular. And any and every person who is willing to listen, Fred will tell them, yes, somebody said this one. And when he said it, I claimed it. And that is it. Sister Mena called me and told me she's getting married. So it's miraculous.
Yes.
It's actually miraculous, because like if someone had told me at the beginning of the year I would be married now, I would say, well.